Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to take another quick look at the game Star Trek Attack Wing. Now, I've recently picked up a bunch of different expansions, and I was planning to go over them with you one at a time in different videos. But before I do that, I just wanted to quickly show you my upgraded storage case. I've been using this one ever since I got the core set. But this just wasn't cutting it anymore. It wasn't holding all of the ships. And the ships in Star Trek Attack Wing are a bit bigger. Well, some of them are. If you've seen my USS Enterprise expansion video, you'll know that's not the case all the time. But anyway, the ships in the Star Trek Attack Wing game, for the most part, are a little bit larger than the X-Wing versions. I don't know if you can see it behind me, but I've got the same case. So I just wanted to briefly show you how I have my Star Trek Attack Wing ships now set up in this particular case, just in case you're looking to expand upon your set and want to have something to put them in. So without further ado, let's crack this baby open and see what's inside. Okay, now here's the case I was previously using, and just for the benefit of those that have missed my introductory video to this series, it's a very standard case. This is what I started with on my X-Wing series, and I eventually moved up to this one. Same thing with the Star Trek Attack Wing. I started on this one, and eventually worked my way up to this one. But this top hatch opens up, and you can put in some tokens there, and then you can close this and then open this up here, and you can put some ships in there. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of room to hold the ships, so that's why I needed to upgrade. So let me just go ahead and show you this now. Now, for those of you that are just starting out and want to get something like the red case, I actually wrote down the model number here. It's a red plano case, model number 5231. Right now, it's available on Amazon for $10, and I may even put a link in the below description for you if I can find all the links and all that. So keep an eye out there. But anyway, as far as this particular case goes, it's the same deal, only it's double-sided. The difference, though, it has a handle, which is kind of cool. It's something that the red case doesn't have. I can open this up just like the other one, and there's another compartment on the reverse side, but this is basically my main side. I have all my defense and attack dice here. I've got all my tokens, shields, ID tokens for the next generation. Forward up here, I've got target locks, disabled tokens, mission tokens, objectives, my maneuver template, range ruler, minefield tokens, different things like that. And on the inside, at least on this particular end, now these, instead of placing one faction on one side and one faction on the other, like I did with my X-Wing, the Rebels on one side and the Imperials on the other, there's a lot of different factions in Star Trek Attack Wing, so I separated them out via Next Generation and the original series. Because the ships in the original series seem to be a lot weaker and can blow up a lot easier, which is, you know, understandable and makes sense. But yeah, I've got like my core set ships over here. Got Federation along the top. I just picked up the Defiant, which I'll go over in a future video. Romulan D-Deradix class Warbird. Got some other Romulan ships here to, again, show you via more videos coming down the line. Got this Klingon battle, or, yeah, I'm not sure what this is, Negvar or something like that. Again, this is another expansion that I picked up. Got my Vorcha in there, too. Damage cards are in there. I've also got various decks here. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do as I keep expanding my collection. Eventually, these slots aren't going to be large enough to hold all of these different cards. But I've got, I believe, the Federation on one side and the Klingons and the Romulans on the other. Something like that. I've got my bases here. I've got my plastic baggies with my pegs in here. I've also got my covers for the bases for the various ships in the game. Got them in there. And then finally, I've got all my maneuver dials. Just sort of lumped in here. I didn't have enough room over here for that. So yeah, that's it for the Next Generation side. So if I were to close this up and then flip this over to the other side, and I know you're probably cringing at the sound of that, not to worry, I've done this many times with the X-Wing game and none of my ships have broken. I'll probably need to invest in cotton balls or something down the line. So anyway, this is the reverse side again. The compartment opens up like this, and I have some assorted tokens in here too. Somehow these battle station tokens migrated over. But anyway, I got shields, target locks, cloak, and I have all of the ID tokens from the original series here disabled, some more mission tokens, different things like that, just miscellaneous stuff. And then if I open this up, this is all of my original series stuff. Here's the manual. This one here, again, this is the Enterprise. This is my Micro Machine version that I glued the peg on. Because, again, I didn't really just comparing the two, like, this is just pitifully small. My son even commented on this. He goes, I bought the expansion, the USS Enterprise expansion, opened up the Amazon box, and he's like, where's the rest of it? And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, when you compare this to the D7, yeah, it's just... But anyway, that's something I covered in my USS Enterprise expansion. I've got my Excelsior. Again, I'll be covering that in a future video. I've got the Miranda class ship here. Again, this is the USS Reliant. Most notably seen in The Wrath of Khan. Got Romulan Warbird. Again, this is the small Romulan Warbird that... No, this was an expansion. Again, this is a small Romulan Warbird. I used my Micro Machine version. I glued a peg right on there. See, this is an expansion I'll eventually get to in my video series. It's another Romulan Bird of Prey-esque ship. Got all my maneuver dials. I guess I could move them over here. I don't really see the need to trying to keep things consistent between both compartments. Again, ships here. I've got my cards. Got my bases here. Pegs, and finally I've got your base covers here with the various ships. So yeah, nothing fancy, but it gets the job done, and I may need to go back to the red one, or at least add or use that in addition to this as I buy more ships. Again, the ships in Attack Wing seem to be a little bit larger. The B Wing is really the only ship that required a lot of space as far as these little compartments go. The rest of the ships, like the X-Wing and the Y-Wing and the TIE Interceptors, they were pretty much smaller and could fit into these little tiny slots like this, but I'm seeing more ships in Star Trek Attack Wing that make use of larger dimensions. So yeah, I mean, this is a good set to expand to if you're running out of room in the red set. Overall, both are sturdy sets, and if you're looking to store your Star Trek Attack Wing or even your Star Wars miniature game, if you're looking to store your stuff there, highly recommend either product. The blue one, in case you're interested, that model number, at least according to Amazon, is 3942-10. It's available right now for $25. And there you have it. Nothing fancy, but hopefully it gives you a few ideas about what to do about your ever-going collection. I've been using this blue Plano case for my X-Wing stuff, and now my Star Trek stuff. I'm happy with it, so definitely check this one out. Definitely worth it. You can check out my review of the base game at www.dadsgamingaddiction.com, or you can click on the links in the below description. That'll take you there as well. Speaking of links, I'll probably, if I can find them, have links to both of these products in case you're interested in picking them up. Be on the lookout for more videos. I plan to go over the expansions that you haven't seen yet in this blue case. With that said, this is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.